Hi everyone, today we're going to be talking about something special and important if you want to brush up your English and make it sound more formal. Alright? We're learning subjunctive. The English subjunctive is a special, relatively rare verb form that expresses something desired or imagined. We use the subjunctive mainly when talking about events that are not certain to happen, okay? But it would be important to happen, right? So, for example, we use the subjunctive when talking about events that somebody wants to happen, anticipates will happen, imagines happening. So the base form of the subjunctive does not change, okay, when it's he, she, it, for example. So we still have, for example, be, have, do, go, sing, and work. For he, she, it, we maintain for be, have, do, go, sing, and work. We do not use like goes, sings, and works. So this table shows the base subjunctive in all persons using the verbs be, work, and sing as examples. Alright, so guys, as you can see, for the subjunctive, we don't have a variation of the verb. We just keep be for all of them. Okay, as you see, I be work, I mean, I be, I work, I sing. You work, you be, you sing. For all of them. Then I put here some of the expressions and also verbs we use with this subjunctive. Okay, these are the most common ones. I prepared like a chart to make it more visible, all right, and easier to be understood. Example, he suggests that you be present at the meeting. The board recommend that he join the company. He requested that the car park not be locked at night. All right. They made a suggestion that we be early. He made a proposal that the company buy more land. The president has issued an order that the secretary resign next month. It is advisable that she rest for a week. You see, she rest for a week. We do not use the third person as we generally do. Okay? It was essential that the army advance rapidly. Okay? After the landing, it will be vital that every soldier not use a radio. Tyra is anxious that you return soon. They are keen that he not be hurt. Guys, you see the negative form we just place not before the verb be or any other verb, okay? We were determined that it remain secret. So here you can understand better this chart and how to use the subjunctive. What I say is, whenever you use one of these verbs or one of these expressions plus that, you will use also the subjunctive. Example, I advise that she be here before 10. Okay, let's insist. I insist that she work as properly. I recommend that he go there. I suggest that he come to work. All right. Some expressions. It's crucial that everyone pay attention to what is happening. It is essential that we drink water. It is recommended that he work out. It is vital that everyone be aware. So, guys, It's simple, okay? Even though it might sound something unusual, it's quite simple. So just memorize the verbs and expressions and make good use of the subjunctive. So the ones we have: to advise, to ask, to command, to demand, to desire, to insist, to propose, to recommend, to request, to suggest, to urge. And the expressions we have are: it is best, it is crucial, it is desirable, it is essential, it is imperative, it is important, it is recommended, it is urgent, it is vital, it is a good idea, it is a bad idea. Okay? And something you can see we have in common is that. So, for example, it's important that she come to class on time. You don't say it's important that she comes. The correct is it's important that she come to class on time. Okay, guys, I put here the negative form, okay? So to make some negative sentences, we are gonna see the right position of that. Okay, so the position of not when creating negation, right? That the main clause can be in any tense. Look at some more examples, right? Which include that clauses in negative and continuous form. Continuous, remember guys, all the continuous forms are the one with ing. So the judge over that he stay the execution. The judge's order that he stay the execution. We have made a request that we not be disturbed. It is important that a car be waiting when we arrive. The manager was eager to see his visitors see the new building. Alright, the board of directors recommended that he not be dismissed. So you see the not comes before the be. Okay? Guys, for the American English, it's okay to use the subjunctive, but for British ones, it's not so common. They really prefer to put the modal verb should instead, right? We should, I mean, where should structures are often used. It was essential that we should vote the following day. He requested that the car park should not be locked at night. Some more examples with negative, continuous, and passive voice. Okay, the boss insisted that Sam not be at the meeting. The company asked the employees not accept personal phone calls during business hours. I suggested that you not take the job without renegotiating the salary. Passive examples. Jake recommended that Susan be hired immediately. Christine demanded that I be allowed to take part in the negotiations. All right, so we suggested that you be admitted to the organization. Now, continuous examples. It is important that you be standing, all right, there when he gets off the plane. It is crucial that a car be waiting for the boss when the meeting is over. I propose that we all be waiting in Tim's apartment when he gets home. Okay? Guys, let's see the be after if. If that be the case, whether he be prepared or not, guys, it is really common when you see like the oral form, people using if that is the case, but grammatically speaking, it would sound more formal, right? And also more accurate if we used be, if that be the case. Some fixed expressions, okay, that you may think, where is the s here? But we do not conjugate them since they are fixed ones. God bless America, bless you. God save the Queen, not save is right. Long live the President, heaven forbid, have, heaven help us. Okay? So, guys, these expressions never change. And also, we have the past subjunctive, as you guys all know, right? If I were a boy, right? Remember that? I wore, you wore, he, she, it wore, we wore, you wore, they wore. We do not have a change. We always keep wore for all persons. And here more, okay? Guys, expressions, okay? As, if, wish, if, and suppose. In the examples, you can see that we sometimes use the were subjunctive instead of was. Like if I were you, she looked at me as if she were my best friend. I wish you were here. Suppose you were a king. What would you do? Okay, so after these expressions, we're also going to use either were or the verb in the second column. Like, I wish I had a car, for example. Note that in these cases, were is always correct, but was is possible in formal language. Examples, formal ones. Then I'll be reading the formal examples and the informal ones, guys. So remember, it's not incorrect to say was, but it's not formal. You're never going to write was, okay? If you want to be formal. Examples. I would go if I were younger. I would go if I was younger. If he were not so mean, if he wasn't so mean, I'd tell her if I were you. Generally, for the expression if I were you, you're not going to listen to a person say if I was you, all right? Because mainly this expression is really known, all right? So acts not as if I were ugly, as not as if I was ugly. She acts as if she were the queen. She acts as if she was the queen. I wish I weren't so slow. I wish I wasn't so slow. I wish the computer were working. I wish the computer was working. Suppose she were here. What would you say? Suppose she was here. What would you say? Then we have some famous sentences. If I were a rich man, if I were a boy, if I were a carpenter, and you were a lady, would you marry me anyway? Would you have my baby? So, strange as it may seem, although words like hope and wish seem to be similar, we do not use the subjunctive with hope. Okay, so it is an exception. Correct a sentence with hope and would be. Would be. For example, I hope that this computer works. Not I hope that this computer work as the subjunctive. I hope that this computer is working, not I hope that this computer be working. Guys, homework. So you have to select one of these questions here below, right? And write down a paragraph using at least 5 types of the subjunctive. Can be the past subjunctive, can be on one of these expressions, can be the war, can be fixed expressions. All right, so you have many possibilities. So in your answer, you have to work at least 5, okay? Can be more, but at least a minimum of 5 types of the subjunctive form, okay? Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe and like it and also make some suggestions. We're always going to be here to assist you. Thank you so much.